Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is a timeless picker unicorn reading today, and we will be seeing what is it that your soul is truly longing for. And these are your options. So let's just take a look at them. This is for option number one, unicorn number one. This is for option two. This is for option three. This is for option four. So feel free to pause the video and take a deep breath for grounding and choose the pile with the help of your intuition. And if you're interested in seeing the breakdown of the reading, then you can stick to this part. If not, then you can head to your pile. So yeah, for those who stick, this is the breakdown of the reading. We would be seeing what is your soul is truly longing for. Um, for the energy check part, we would be seeing what are you thinking, how are you feeling, the physical manifestation of your longing. So basically, what your soul's longing is creating in the physical reality. And then, how is your connection with your soul? So, you could be directly connected, or you could be dominantly driven by your soul, or you have disconnection. It could even happen like that. So, we got all kinds of situation today, and then finally we'll see what is it that your soul is longing for. So this is the breakdown. Feel free to pause if you want. If not, then head to your pile. Hi group 1. If you chose this unicorn, then you have found your reading. So this is the breakdown of the reading. You can pause the video and feel free to read it. I've also explained it in the intro section. So let's just start with the reading here. So I'll be taking the first card to see what is it that you're thinking. What are you thinking? I'm getting this feeling like this card was not very sure about what is happening. So, okay, there is something going on in your life. This could be some kind of divine intervention at play that is happening, and you are finding it hard to believe. Like, how are things happening in such a manner? Now, let me take how are you feeling? This came fast. You're not feeling grounded about whatever is happening. 10 number could be important for you. So you're not grounded, but it's not like something bad is happening. Okay, let me take some more cards. So, what is the physical manifestation of your longing? Like, what is happening in your surrounding due to your soul's longing, directly or indirectly? I will be taking one more card for this. So, whatever is happening, yeah, 10 number seems to be an important number for you. Something is ending and you're not able to believe it. Like this seems like something which is very shocking for you. It is requiring a lot of, I'm hearing the word effort, but I was gonna say something else, like a lot of strength from you, but something is ending and it is requiring a lot of effort from you. I'm not particularly getting relationship, but something else. Let's just also see how connected you are to your soul. Okay, this really flew. So we are getting the Hierophant here. So you are connected to your soul. You are well connected. So this part is really important for me because uh, how connected you are to your soul, that tells that whatever is happening, whether it is happening to teach you a lesson, or that is like a path that was chosen by your soul and you are aware of it. I mean, obviously we all choose our path, but whether you are aware of it or not, that changes a lot of things, particularly the karma of the person. So any action that is being done consciously, that creates a very different karma. Also, you have one major arcana at the gap of one minor, and even when it comes to minor, this is a king in reverse and 10 of swords in reverse. So it's like in your life ups and downs have always happened, but they have happened in cycles. So you are having some kind of acceptance towards whatever is happening. So yeah, let's just at the back of the deck there is page of cups. So I'm seeing it is related to people, but not particularly getting like romantic kind of feeling. So yeah, let's see. Then yeah, so many ups and downs happened in your life, but you're not that person who have only uh, went through pain. You have also went through your highs. So you have seen good times as well, and bad times as well. And that is the reason that you believe that even if something bad is happening, it will change. You believe in change. So that is one positive thing about you, and even your strength. So I'm seeing like whatever is happening, that is teaching you strength. One thing is that, and how to let go with grace. So you're letting something go, and this time you're doing it gracefully. And maybe I'm not getting particularly whether it is relationship or some kind of work thing which has ended, or you've broken up with your parents, or what is it, that's not coming, because even to you that is not important, that what you're doing, but rather how you're doing, that part is more important to you. Your whole goal, the goal of your soul was to do something gracefully, and now the way you are doing it in the physical world, the way that you wanted to do, you have some kind of satisfaction on that level, but you're not feeling very comfortable. I mean, if you're here in this reading, so obviously that makes sense, like your soul is longing for something. But this is kind of like an energy check part. So what you're thinking is like, why these kind of things are happening to me, what kind of uh, destiny has been written by universe for me. And it's like you're feeling like life is happening to you, not for you, and that is not making you feel very grounded. So you're very overwhelmed, and for now how you're feeling is you're just doing whatever is expected from you, like the least kind of things, like just eating, sleeping, bathing, these kind of things. But you're not involved in life in a very uh, you know uh, in an alive manner. And uh, the things around you are challenging you to be more responsible than ever. Somehow your responsibility might have increased. So, and the thing is, of course you were taking care of your responsibility, but now it's like you're doing things proactively, and you did not see this coming, so it came as a shock. Also, even if it came as a shock, somehow you have some kind of acceptance at this point. Like, life, you are having this feeling that life is happening to you, but somehow your resistance is weakening. You're not resisting life, but this is not coming exactly out of wisdom. Like maybe at soul level you have that wisdom, because I see this connection you have with your soul, so that is why deep down you understand, so you're not resisting anything. But at 3D level, at human level, since we are not always that accurately connected, like we are, but we don't feel that way all the time. So in that terms it came as a shock, and this resistance or surrender that has arisen in you, it's not coming because of wisdom, but rather because you simply don't have the energy to resist anything at this point. So this is the energy check part. Now let's see what is it that your soul is truly longing for. This was almost about to, it's like every time you decide you want to give up, you come back and you pick up your things. Just look at this. I feel like you want justice in some way. Somebody has not. Okay, I will tell the story of this. Let me just take the other cards. Phoenix could be an important bird for you. Yeah, you seems like you are hurt. Either you have lost your partner or your partner is the one who made you feel hurt in some way, because you hoped your partnership would go in a particular way and you hoped your futures together, but somehow it has not turned out the way you wanted. Both the aces are in reverse, and the numbers we have here is 1, 3, 5. These are all odd numbers, so I'm getting this feeling like you're having this feeling that everything is against me, like a lot of things are working against you. Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like you were planning something really good, but when you didn't even see the basic things that you wanted, then you simply gave up on all that good ideas. So, yeah, let's see what is it that your soul is longing for. What your soul is longing for is simply to get back your partner. Like, it could be romantic, it could be professional, take it as how your situation is involved. Um, but the thing is, you had put in a lot of work and you had your hopes high, but somehow you feel like your partner was taken away from you, and in such a manner that it came as a shock. You want that same kind of feeling back in your relationship. Again, take it as it applies, and you want that same thing back. But the question is it even possible? Sorry, group one, so I had to leave, but yeah, I came back, and it's a good thing because I was too much involved in your 3D energy instead of your soul part. So it's a great thing that I that break happened. So coming back, actually, what your soul truly longs is to feel that same vibe that you had with this person or partner when times were good. So this person is missing the good time. Your soul is missing that good times when everything was simple, everything was right, and it feels like that partner. You might have lost them in some way, like either physically or maybe they have changed as a person or something happened between you two. But that feeling is gone now, and your soul is still longing for that feeling when everything was right. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong. Okay, the problem is you're too hurt, or your soul needs a lot of healing at this time. You need a lot of grounding and healing energy, first of all, because change is the only permanent thing, and on soul level, you know that. But when it comes to applying that on 3D level, that's not exactly that easy thing. And especially when you're not healed, you are not able to see your patterns. So your soul is urging you to heal itself. Like, literally, this even King of Pentacles is in reverse, whereas this Ace of Coins is upright. So rooting, grounding, these kind of things are extremely needed for your soul. I see this image of some soul which is literally dried, sucked out of life. Like, you need to connect to some kind of higher power, at least, or maybe people around you who truly recharge you. I'm not saying who make you happy, I'm saying people who recharge you. There's a difference between being happy and being recharged. You could stay calm, but you would get recharged around a waterfall or some kind of natural element. But some people, they would make you happy, but The moment you go away from them, you may not feel recharged. There's a difference, and that difference is very important for you to know where to go for that recharge and rejuvenation part. So once you recharge yourself, you would know that you are not healed. Like, that is the first step. Your soul is first of all telling that you don't even know how hurt you are deep down. There are a lot of things that needs to be processed, and you are unaware of that. So first of all, you need to see that, and you need energy even for that. Then the next part comes that, okay, I need healing, and then comes the release part. And for that, your higher self or your soul is waiting to give you guidance how to heal, what to do. Just connect with me, and painting could be one of those ways. Painting, calligraphy, and this beginning right now, you are not in the phase of your beginning. That is the message from your soul. You are right now in your release or hurt phase. Like, if you don't release a ground, that is, like, even when it comes to farming. So I'm getting this example of farming. I'm not exactly very knowledgeable in that field, but before sowing new seeds, first of all, the soil is plowed, it is purified in some way, right? So that is exactly the phase that you're going through. And the beginning that you want with this partner, it cannot happen because you two are both are on very different pages. So that is not possible. You could start it, but it would lead to tower. If you know, the tower is the card where when wrong foundations are there, then the tower falls. So you don't want something to fall, then first of all, that soil need to be plowed, you need to clear it, and that is the phase in which your soul is stuck. Maybe your human self is ready to move on, and at least they think like that, but your soul is not. It still needs time, and you need to acknowledge it. You need to be very gentle with that part of yours, and please connect with your soul, so at that at least you even understand that you need this time. And this is not the time to offer anything emotional to anybody. So whoever your partner is, at least they are saving that thing for you. Like, literally hearing the word saving something for you, and you can take your time as much as you want. This person would wait. They would not go anywhere, because at the back of the deck, this is six of wands. This is a person who has one, and even three of cups. Look at this. So yeah, this person, whoever it is, they would wait. But the beginning that you are, if you enforce this beginning, it cannot work, because you two are not on the same level, and they sense it, even if not directly, but at some level they sense it. And they want that first of all you connect to yourself, and once you have that clear thing in you, then you can offer whatever you want. But right now is not a good time. So if you say this is a person, Knight of Cups, who sacrifices himself in this story as depicted in this tarot of the divine deck, and this is in reverse. So right now, any kind of movement you make would lead to a kind of sacrifice, but that is probably not in your fate for this situation. You could have a good life. Page of Cups is upright, the Knight is in reverse, so you have done some kind of work on 3D level, but your ability to detach could be playing a role in all of this. So you don't have to sacrifice, you just have to take the right decisions, connect to your soul, take some time for healing. You may feel like you're healed, but you still need more time. At least your soul does, and respect your soul for that. So these are the messages from your soul, group 1. Hope it helped. If you find it resonating, then you can leave a like and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye, group 1. Hi, group 2. So if you chose this unicorn, then you have found your reading. Let me just show you a quick review for the breakdown, so you can pause the video and feel free to read it. Now let's just move on with your reading. So what are you thinking? I got this thing that you're not thinking anything, but you just look at this devil and the eight of wands. So it's that you're not thinking anything decent, if you know. How are you feeling? I'm getting this feeling that you're into daydreaming a lot. You imagine a lot of imaginary situations in your head that may not play out in any way, even if you know it, but you still keep imagining. So you could be a creative person in that terms. And how are you feeling? It's interesting that for your thinking part, wands came, yet for the feeling part, swords came because swords is related to mind, whereas wands is related to fire energy or spiritual part. So it's like your energy is a lot concentrated in your mind, but not in a grounded way. Whereas when it comes to your feeling, you don't allow your feelings to take over ever. Like, you know, those people who don't like being vulnerable, just look at this. And that's not because you don't think you don't have emotions or anything, but rather because you think that once I allow my emotions, I don't know how to control. It would just overflow, and I have no idea how I would handle myself. Maybe right now, this was, by the way, the card for how your situation is being physically manifested. So, yeah, how your situation is physically manifested. You're waiting for some right timing, uh, like you want to announce someone something. And let's see, how is your connection with your soul. Hangman, you could be a very intuitive person. Again, this is coming, you are an intuitive person, you get a lot of downloads, you're psychic. And Pisces could be an important sign for you, because Pisces, just look at this, gifted diviners. So yeah, so let me just explain this. So what you're thinking is basically complete nonsense, as how you might call it. Like, you know, it's nonsense, but you're just in your head, you're daydreaming and everything, and you like to stay that way. You don't take it as an offense either. So you're fine about it, and you just, if somebody is having some kind of gossip, you would happily take interest in that also. So I see the social butterfly kind of person, but at its best, you might involve in some kind of gossip, not too much, but very little. But at your worst, you could just keep daydreaming, and sometimes daydreaming could even get a draining thing for you. So these are the things, and then when it comes to how you're feeling conflicted about something, like your feelings, you don't allow your emotions to come that easily, rather you think logically first. That is your go-to instinct, and you're thinking like there's some kind of situation where whether you win, then also you won't be exactly happy, but if you lose, then also you can't be truly happy. So you are kind of in a stalemate situation, and you don't want to deal with it in your reality. So as a way to escape it, you keep daydreaming in some way, where you imagine a completely third possibility which you know is not going to happen. Now I am no one to tell you that it's not going to happen, but at least how you think that way. And how your situation or soul's longing have manifested in your reality. So when it comes to that, I feel like divine timing is playing some kind of role in your life, and you don't process your emotions proactively, because of that, I'm seeing this person who is very overactive at night, particularly nighttime. Nighttime would be important for you, and because you don't get to process your thoughts and emotions throughout the day, maybe you're surrounded with a lot of people and you don't feel safe enough to process those things throughout the day. So night is the only time where you get that freedom, or at least that um, safe space just with yourself that you can process it. But due to that, your sleep cycle is getting disturbed. So I'm getting this like every time it's time to sleep, I go to bed and then suddenly my mind is active. And during the day, I'm occupied with daydreaming, and at night, I'm processing all these problems that is real. I have to deal with it, and I don't know how to get away from my mind. Like, your mind is haunting you in some way at times, but like, I'm not saying complete depression, but at times these kind of things happen. Episodes of depression, not clinical depression. I'm saying it in a casual manner here. So these are the things, and the thing is, when you don't process your emotions, time to time proactively, then maybe you even get into sudden bursts of crying spells. So these kind of things. And whether you're connected with your soul, the answer is yes, you are. But the way that your soul communicates to you is by your health. So if at some point, like, those people who would suffer from chronic diseases, that is how your soul deal with you, or at least try to communicate to you, because you're not exactly the person who give your soul a lot of space. Your soul has a lot of depth, but you have not explored it. And in the end, you do what your soul asks you. You do what you want. So somehow you do end up doing things exactly how it's supposed to be. You are connected in that terms, but you don't do it at first. Like, not the first thing my soul tells, I do it. You don't have that direct kind of connection. It's like your soul takes up your attention with the help of disturbing your health. So you might even suffer from health issues oftentimes. And when in that terms your attention has been taken, then you decide, okay, I really have to take this action. So these are the ways that your soul takes up your attention. And in that terms, you're not very very connected. But uh, if you just try to do this proactively, you might see a lot of improvement in your health. So that's the thing I'm getting. So if this part resonated, then let's just see what is it that your soul is truly longing for. Page of coins. It wants to learn something new, but something that you used to do before as well, maybe in your childhood. Do you like pets? Your soul wants to connect to pets. I feel okay. Two pages. For sure, you want to learn something, and the pet part is coming strongly. So you might even have some kind of soulmate in the form of a pet whom you are destined to meet or keep in some way. And your soul purpose is connected on some kind of external event. Um, these are a lot of cards. I want to shuffle again. But I'll just show you. Eight of coins. Don't do things you don't like to do. You don't have to suffer. Queen of swords. You're more intelligent than you think. Keep hydrated. Okay, we'll take this. Eight of cups. You take a lot of time before you walk away from things that don't serve you. Again, that health path is coming. So only when you see changes in your physical body literally manifest like that, then only you decide to do some kind of change. You don't have to be that cruel. Okay, almost five of the cards are in reverse. So I see even here there's a page. So three pages are here. I see that you have a. Okay, I'm gonna tell it honestly. You need to connect to your soul. You're not very connected. The magician. Just look at this. Your soul is a magician. it wants to design something, it wants to create something. I feel like you're supposed to create as an artist, particularly, and share that with the world. The world is waiting for your art. So I'm not sure in what kind of art I'm not getting, because almost three kinds of pages are here except the page of souls. The mind part is only the missing part in your soul, and that is what you are most connected to. So I see that you're doing everything except what you have to. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, that's how it came. So one thing is, keeping a pet might help you to ease up your worries. And then let me just tell you this story. You should hear this. This is the Monkey King, okay? And the Monkey King was made for great things. Okay, he was supposed to defeat a lot of demons, and he defeated 100 demons. When people told you that if you have to get to the gods, you have to do these kind of things, and he did that, but still he did not become god, because he did not have the humility at that time, but he was still meant for it. So it feels like at some point you started something and you expected some kind of success, but that didn't happen, and that made you feel like maybe I'm not made for this. But the thing is coming, you were on the right path, you need to get back to it. You are exactly made for it, but maybe at that time you didn't have the right motivation driving that activity of yours. Just get back to it. You are meant to do that. Whatever creative thing is coming in your mind right now, that is what you're meant to do. That is your purpose. And if you just devote your time, some time at least, to that thing, if you feel connected, I feel like that creative thing is how your soul connect used to connect to you, and now that you have stopped doing it, your soul is feeling lonely. So this is the story, and now you have that humility. You have processed the reason why you started it. I mean, you have processed all the wrong reasons. Now you need to go back for the right reasons. Your conscious choice. That should be your biggest motivator. That I want to do it, and your soul is literally missing that strongly. Okay, and yeah, this card is giving me this feeling like it's missing you, and it's this message is coming like nobody can do what you used to do as good as you can. I mean, obviously there will be a lot of people in the world, but this is your soul hyping you. What you left, you could have peaked in that uh, field or whatever it was. Your soul, like, didn't I say the magician? Yeah, you're the magician. You could do anything, and your soul is waiting for you to come back. So yeah, that is the most strong thing that is coming up for you from your soul. And you can try connecting to your soul through small things. I'm hearing pretty things, like just dress up pretty if it feels like it, and even that could be a way to connect to your soul. But in the end, you would have to go back to whatever you used to do. That's what your soul is telling you. Like it's coming strongly, yeah. So that is the thing. Two could be an important number for you. 1 2 0 1 2. So it could be something that was the one of the first love of yours. This activity I'm getting, not any person or anything else. This is what made you who you are in a major way, your personality. So yeah, these are all the messages for you, group 2. So if you resonated with this, leave a like and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye, group 2. Hi, group 3. If you chose this unicorn, then you have found your group. Let me just show you the preview for the breakdown of the reading, so you can pause the video and feel free to read it. Let me just start it here. So yeah, let's see, what are you thinking? Okay, this was quick. You feel like you're on a mission? I'm getting this feeling like you really like to play Bond or spy kind of thing in your childhood. This was for how are you feeling, strength, but for other group this energy was very different, but for you it is coming like you are enjoying something. You're in the good part of your life. And how is your soul's longing manifesting in your physical reality? You want to travel, but you lack the financial resources for it. Okay, but I'm getting like you're meant to travel a lot. So it's a good thing if you enjoy traveling. Sometimes you even travel to distract yourself from your heartbreak, in not particularly romantic or anything, but just generally. Let's see how connected you are to your soul. A lot, for sure. 6 6. You're one such person who was never disconnected from their soul. Awesome energy here, by the way. At the back of the deck, Emperor. So, yeah, let's see. So, what are you thinking? So, you're feeling like you're on some kind of mission, okay? And you understand whatever your. I want to talk about your relation with your soul. It is absolutely nice because the third eye is open, so it's not that you communicate when you want to, or they communicate when they want to. You people are in absolute union. I want to say that, and that is like a mastery which is hard to achieve. It takes lifetime. So, I may even want to call you an old soul. You could be an old soul. Yeah, just look at this. They are in union. So, you are also, you could be connected to the divine feminine or the goddess, the primordial deity. You are a blessed person. I'm getting this word blessed. So, anybody around you is also blessed in that terms. And you have a very nice heart, like loving person. You're such a loving person, and it is that because you are so connected to your soul that whatever you channelize, be it be a simple process of cooking breakfast for yourself, or even the simple task of walking, you make everything a ritual for yourself. Your whole life is an art in that terms. So I'm almost happy new year, and that is what it's coming. And you have a lot of harmony with your soul. Like, it's not that unlike the other groups where there was disconnection, and they required some kind of effort for you. You and your soul are not different things. You exist very much in unity. Yeah. So also six, a word is repeating here, six and threes. So literally, yeah, Devi, divine feminine, could be an important figure for you. And yeah, let's move to what you're thinking. So since you're connected to your soul, it is not very difficult for you to know what is your purpose, what you're doing in your life, how lost you are. And whenever you're lost, you know that, so you take your break and then you come back. And if it's not feeling purposeful to you, you're not going to waste your time there. You're not that person who would just do it for the sake of doing. You would only do it if it is purposeful in the most realistic way, and if your soul is comfortable. In fact, you are one such person who understand that this body is just a tool for the soul's evolution. But you're not also not that disrespectful towards the body that it's just a tool. You also understand that because this body exists, that you are capable of changing or bringing change to your soul. So you have that balance. You respect your soul, respects your body respects your soul, and there's that is how that communion is working in harmony. So so that is how you feel like you're on a mission. It's not because you have literally taken up some kind of mission, but because the way you live your life consciously, that makes everything a ritual. So in that terms, maybe you're thinking like even the smallest thing that you're doing, it is contributing to the reality in some way. So that's how you think. And when it comes to how you're feeling strong. Like you're the person who sees the divinity in themselves, and that is strength in itself. I mean, what else do you want in this life? In that terms, you feel great that you're connected to, look at this lion and Devi, of course they are connected. So you could be connected to goddess Durga. She's a warrior goddess. She, whenever she connects to a person, particularly that person um, is supposed to become a leader, so you could be a leader. And the king is here, so this is possible that you're supposed, you were probably in a leadership position, or you would be in some way. And it's a good thing, because power in right hands is my favorite genre of humans. So that is one thing. You could be a very confident person as well, and you feel very good in your skin. Maybe your skin is glowing recently, something like that. Or and that is very possible, because if you're connected to the divine feminine, then automatically that glow up happens. So you're feeling that glow up, so that is how you're feeling strong, you're feeling confident, you're feeling that glow up, and you're in just simply awe of yourself, you're in love with yourself. So that's a really nice energy for you here. And how it is manifesting in your physical reality is, you feel stuck. I feel like now that you have seen the divinity in you, and we all know the kind of era that we live in, we are not surrounded with a lot of people who understand the divinity that is inside them. People keep searching for these things outside of them, and that makes life very tough, because now you're the only one seeing it. And I feel this loneliness in that terms, because once you see the truth and nobody is able to see it, it's almost like you feel like the crazy person. But I want to assure you, you're not the crazy one. Okay, everything will happen as it is supposed to happen, and people will follow up. So don't worry, people around you would also feel the same way, the way you're doing right now. They would see the divinity in themselves, and then they would also understand that you're not crazy. I mean, we don't care about that validation part, but you don't have to feel lonely for that, because in some coming years this part will be resolved, believe it or not. But yeah, so 33 could be an important age for you. And yeah, you are waiting for clarity in that terms, if you ask me. And yeah, exactly, this is the clarity you needed. You won't feel lonely for long. Okay, whatever you're saying, the world would see one day. And I'm getting this quote, or somewhere I saw online, that your energy has reached rooms or places where you have not even kept your feet, something like that. So that is coming through for you. So it feels like you are contributing to the reality in a major way, because your aura, your soul is much more bigger than your body. And yeah, your body is a tool and it's helping your soul, but the more you connect to your divinity, and for you it's almost a union. So the body feels like a small vessel, it feels like a limitation, and that is the thing which is manifesting in your reality. It's like your intelligence has become your curse, but I want to assure you that your intelligence would soon get the environment that it deserves. You won't feel that, what did I do all this effort for? Is it wasted? I don't think you feel like that. You did it for yourself. But human mind. So I just want to assure you in that terms that it is okay. Everything will get, everything will follow as how you can imagine a good world to be. Okay. And sometimes when you feel that loneliness, and when you feel that, like you're in such a shrinked space, maybe your physical environment or even your own body, then you might distract yourself, and that only happens when you're not grounded. So if you're grounded, everything is okay, but once you're not grounded, the lows are really low, and that hits you sometimes. And I want to say it is okay, because I don't see very challenging energy here. You always come back up, so it's not a challenge for you. But you know what to process when, because this three of swords in reverse, So yeah, you hit your lows, but you come back up. It's not a big deal for you. So that is the point. But I get this feeling already, like your soul is coming through even in this part. We have not even started this part, that you really, really want to expand. Like your soul is urging to expand. It wants anything which would help it to expand. Like that aura is expanding. It wants to expand as much as possible. And you know how limitless the soul is. So let's just see what is it truly longing for. Speed. I instantly heard the word speed. Like you want things to speed up. But I want to tell, like, just so that you could. By the way, if you want, I want to keep this Gojo's toy here for you. If you know, there's a video on Gojo's loneliness, and I would share that link with you. It's a really nice video because you know Gojo sees everything, and if you're a Gojo fan, you would know it. But there's that loneliness in him, and there's a channel called Sage's Rain, and they made this video on Gojo's loneliness. So you could feel free to watch it. It really helped me at some point in my life. So you want speed, okay? So the thing is, uh, the universe is driven by its own rules, and for that rules, uh, we cannot. That rules cannot particularly speed up for a single person. Okay, and the thing is, yeah, you are being misunderstood. Your soul feels misunderstood a lot. Like the soul is never misunderstood, but you know, as a human, you feel misunderstood. It's weird because in your human section, this 3D section, your soul was coming through, and now for your soul section, the human is coming through. Clearly, we see how much you are in union because the energy is interchanging here. Like there's no distinction, and yeah, you are fated to be working at such an efficiency as a human. You're supposed to bring traditional things which are not right, like orthodox things, down. Yeah, I'll just take one more card. Yeah, just look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's a very good card to get for you right now. And at the back of the deck, Queen of Swords. So even your mind is very healthy, I want to say. So yeah. So what is your soul truly longing for is speed. So you want that this process where the world, um, like I'm seeing this vision, like the world is running and you're running faster than the world, but you are the one who would not compromise their standard. At the same time, you also want that the world could have run a bit faster just so that you could have run with everybody else. Like there's a scene in Kung Fu Panda where there's Po in center and then all his friends are around him and he feels so happy that everybody is jumping with him and he feels this sense of togetherness. So I feel like for you, the most dominant thing that your soul wants is this feeling of togetherness. And obviously, what else can we want as a human? But just look at this. The thing is, you don't just suffer because of that feeling of loneliness. And this is not that loneliness that people have for particularly their partner or particular thing, but like a collective loneliness you feel. If only world would have been a better place, that kind of loneliness. But because that is not happening, you feel this sense that your human self is very misunderstood and your soul is coming through as a protective big brother, I want to say, who just don't want its human self to feel bad at all in any way, because literally the both of you have so much respect for each other, so much of this feeling that you want to protect each other, that they would do anything to keep your human self protected, and they feel bad that, because why I'm telling, because this is a card of two of swords, and as per this deck, this is defined as Sita, but the story that they shared is completely out of context. As an Indian, I know this is not the story of Sita what they have described. not related at all. So you just want that if only the world gets purified somewhat faster, so you would be a happier place. And but you also know that that is not the wise thing to think, so it is okay. But your soul, it is ready to take up the role of breaking those traditional norms yourself, if only that could speed up the process. Like, just you're ready. Like, if your soul gives you this task, go there and tell this person this kind of truth, you would do it. You are, your soul's longing is to feel togetherness at the end. But for that, if you have to take up minor tasks, you would do it. You would take it and complete it with efficiency and efficacy that nothing can match. You would happily do anything to speed up the process with all grace. And the thing is, you are being told, and right now I feel like not just your soul, even the spirit itself is coming through to tell you that everything is already planned. You don't have to feel that anything you have to do alone, okay? And the wheel of fortune is upright, so the wheel is turning. Things are turning in your favor. And you know, when your whatever your personal desire is in the favor of collective good, happily the wheel will turn. And that is who you are. So they are happily telling you that the liberation is coming. You could be an anime watcher, so because I'm also getting Luffy now, and Luffy is this person who is associated with drums of liberation. So this is possible that you would soon get to feel that liberation part. Suddenly the light flickered here. You might be having a lot of guides. So that is the thing. So the wheel is turning. You could feel free. Things are happening in your favor already. Just a little bit more. Just stay with yourself. You're already doing good. So yeah, these are all the messages for you, group 3. If you resonated with this, please leave a like and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye, group 3. Hi, group 4. If you chose this unicorn, then you have found your pile. And let me just show you a quick review for the breakdown. So you can pause the video and feel free to read it. I've also explained it in the intro section, so you can go back if you want me to explain. Let's just get started here. So, what is it that you're thinking? I heard a lot of things. Look at this. When it comes to thinking, swords and the two of swords in reverse. You're thinking a lot of things, but you're not confused. So, you have clarity. It's like I'm seeing you are noting down. So, whenever you know that my mind is buffering, you note things down, and that's how you stay connected. Like, you don't get into overthinking easily. This was for how do you feel? You feel confident. You are already a confident person. You could be a bossy person, as how other people call you. Let's just see how your soul's longing is manifesting in your physical reality. Is it manifesting as a partner? I'm particularly getting partner for you. This didn't happen for all the other groups. Let me take one more card. Yeah. So your soul's longing is literally a partner, and it is manifesting in your reality. And it's like you're getting some kind of validation that you needed. And I see that this is how it's meant to be. These are king or queen. So, I mean, that's okay. And how connected are you to your soul? Death in reverse. You connect in cycles, I heard. So, okay. I want to take one more card for you. How connected you are to your soul. Like, every time you die, you put this thing in your soul's programming that, next time you take birth, don't forget this thing. Like, you put some kind of programming or memories in your soul before you take birth. And it's like, you know how programmers leave little bit of notes in their programs? That's what you do with your soul. Okay, these are a lot of things. So not just one thing, you might leave a lot of um, itsy bitsy notes. I'm hearing this word itsy bitsy. So like small notes, you know, for your soul, like a puzzle to be solved. I'm not sure how this. Okay, this is interesting. And at the back of the deck is world. Yeah, I didn't I say about cycle? You connect with your soul in cycle. It's seven is a seven of sword. I mean, leave that part, but seven is for alignment or realignment. It's like your soul or your human self keeps going, and then when you die, you program it before dying that this is what we have to do, and then your soul remembers that part. It keeps thinking about that part, and then when your human soul comes back, then your soul is like, no, 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 you can't go that way, you can't go this way. So it's like I'm seeing like a somebody is using hammer to keep things on path, something like that. So yeah, so I'm seeing that you don't have a direct connection, but you do your best. You're a very smart person. Like you use your mind in the best way possible to keep your soul on human self on track, and your human self does the same thing in return to keep your soul on track. So I'm almost seeing that you have this very unique talent of recognizing a path and keeping consistent on that. So it might even manifest in your life in such a way that you have very good focus or concentration. If you take a task, you would do it very well. So if there's a task that needs to be done, then you are the person that people need to go to. Now there's something like, if you want something to be said, go to a man. If you want something to be done, go to a woman. Something, this is related to some professional setting. So in that terms, like, that is your human and soul's relation, very unique. You know how to stay on your lane, and you put your puzzle pieces in such a manner, genius way, by the way. So how you're feeling is confident, and the reason you're feeling confident because you have kind of manifested your partner, the partner that you wanted. And I'm seeing that you're not such a person who have struggled a lot with your partner. Like, you know, there are people who keep searching for their partner for lifetimes, and they feel all this struggle, when will I meet my partner? I don't see that for you, and that gives you a lot of confidence and ease in life, ease in navigating through your life. And that one pointed focus that you have, that is also something that contributes in making your life unnecessarily tough, like not making your life unnecessarily tough. So yeah, if you resonated till this part, then let's just see uh, what is it that your soul is truly longing for. I'm getting a feeling you already get what you want. So there's not something that you're strongly longing for, but let's just see. The sun. I heard a child, a family, a marriage. You maybe you have got the partner, but the marriage part is not yet sorted. Or you want, your soul is longing for some kind of happiness or illumination. You've heard the word illumination. Eight of wands. You're waiting for some, your soul is wanting to communicate something to you, like something will be solved very easily. Chariot in reverse, hangman is upright. Okay, things, by the way, three major arcana here. So fourth one and the fourth one, both the sun and moon is here. So for sure, this is a confirmation. If you have a partner in your life right now, you were supposed to be their partner. Okay. I somehow see that you are going to a lot of temples. I'm getting this particular vision. 10 of coins, and at the back of the deck, 2 of swords, and this is also in reverse. I'm getting this message that you, okay, this is your soul clearly giving you a message here. It's not more about longing for you. This reading is more about messages from your soul. And the message is you would have to sacrifice something from your past before you can have the future with this person. It could be particularly your partner or whatever particular future you're thinking. So, your family, your previous family, or your birth family may not stay as connected to you if you're going to have this future. And if you could accept it, then it is okay. That is what your soul is telling. And whatever communication you're waiting for, leave that, but rather focus on what your soul wants to tell you. I mean, I'm the one who is delivering it here, so instead of me, I want to suggest connect to your soul so your intuition can come through. So instead of me, you get that confidence from your own soul. Okay, I mean, all the readings have this applicable, of course, that take whatever it resonates, but if you could directly hear it from your soul, some kind of sign, something, then it could really help you. Okay. And the decision that you're waiting for some kind of decision that is not gonna come through the way you're expecting. Rather, you would have to change your perspective, and some kind of diplomacy could be involved, diplomacy, where the things would be resolved. But that path is very sacred, and I feel like your soul doesn't want this to come through me. It wants to tell you directly. So try to find some kind of way. I see automatic writing for you, going to temples, and these kind of things. So they want to tell you directly. And they are ready to tell a lot of things the way that it will all get done. Whatever you want to get done. So you're not longing for anything, but your soul is ready to give you a message, and it only wants to deliver it to you. Maybe telling it here is not right in some way or whatever. I'm not sure. It's between you and your soul. You would know, but that is the thing, and that actually cuts all the job for me here. So that's the thing. So feel free to uh, like this video if it resonated, and please connect to your soul. They have a lot of messages they want to deliver directly to you, and these are all the messages. So also feel free to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, these are all the things. Bye bye, group 4.